Jeez, so loud.
Sorry.
Wait, is that the mic or is that the mic? Both sides?
Slightly.
We're connected to each other? That's cool.
Yeah. Just into one recorder.
Should we hold hands?
If you want.
Wait, is it filming?
Yeah, but it's super casual.
Well, I don't know what to do with my hands.
That's fine. That works.
All right.
So yeah, last time I filmed this bike, I went up to Edinburgh. It's a collaboration with North Motorcycle. This is Tyler and Smokehead Whisky, and they commissioned this build. I went up to see it in progress earlier this year. It must be like 6 months ago.
I think it was April, right?
That's not a comment on your speed of building. But there's a link in the description to a tour of the workshop, which is awesome. It's this huge railway arch in Leith in Edinburgh. And then also a link to this bike, halfway built, wasn't it? I think you just had like a cardboard mock-up of the tank placed on there.
It took so much work to get to the point before you even start welding. You know, I was in the early stages of making the frame.
Who's doing that?
So
wait, so you said it took...
So it takes, I spent days, hours staring at it, and the hardest part is really making all the decisions that are gonna work in the end. So yeah, when you came by, the frame was in the early stages. I think I had just like the main points of the frame tacked in place, and I was sort of mocking up the fuel tank and where the rider was gonna sit, and everything was in a really early stage, yeah.
I think you'd just done like a dry run down a hill, you said. So the motor wasn't running, but you'd got the frame kind of built up and you wanted to check like the geometry, the handling.
Yeah, that's right.
So you kind of just, drove it in a van up a hill and then
yeah, exactly.
Freewheel down?
Yeah, there's this big hill near where I live, and where you can get a few turns in, and you know, I made so many changes to the geometry of what a typical Ducati would be. So I wanted to make sure it felt right, the suspension was moving right before, you know, really continuing with the welding and finishing it. Because if I wanted to make any changes, that would be the time.
So for anyone who hasn't seen the original video and can't be bothered to go and watch it right now, what bike is this built on?
Well, I use parts from a lot of Ducatis, but a lot of it's handmade. So the engine is a Ducati S2R 1000. It's stock displacement, it's just rebuilt, and it's got a light and flywheel. So it revs really quick. There's no airbox, it has a performance ECU, it's fuel injected. And the suspension is from Multistrada. I needed the long suspension to get the clearance for the front wheel. And the rear shock is Multistrada. The swing arm is a Ducati GT 1000 that's modified to fit the monoshock. But the frame, the bodywork, a lot of little parts, brackets and things are just handmade.
Awesome, yeah, it looks incredible, and you can see that it's a bit of a mix of styles. So the wheels are kind of tracker style. I'd say maybe the overall shape looks a bit bobber, and then you've got the clip-ons as well, which is a bit cafe, I suppose.
So with the way you sit, I didn't really need big, tall bars like a typical bobber.
Yeah.
When you sit on it, you'll find it's actually quite comfortable, and I think the clip-ons are right because it keeps it really minimal and tidy. I wanted a super simple design. I just wanted it to be laid out differently than how you normally see Ducatis. I went with the flat track tires because I really wanted sort of tall, skinny wheels like a vintage bike, but so I did dual 19s. But the flat track tires give you sort of a meaty look when you're doing a narrow rim.
So that's the kind of overall bike. It looks awesome, but there's loads of little finishing touches on here. So I don't know, can you tell us about some of those? I'm looking at the headlight, the speed. Is that the speedo?
So on this side, you'll see the fuel pressure regulator.
Oh, okay.
The tank, so I have a single backbone down the middle of the frame, and the tank sort of wraps over the top of it. You can't really fit a lot inside this fuel tank, so I've got an external fuel pump from a MOTOBOB under here, and then on this side of the bike, I have the fuel pressure regulator, which, to be honest, when it came out of the box, it was a lot bigger than I expected.
Right.
So I was like, screw it, I'll make a feature out of it. And it's nice, you can tell if the bike has any fuel pressure problems just when you turn it on.
Yeah.
So it's got a little gauge, you can see, and everything is just really exposed and raw and simple. You know, like the clutch is, I machined out the engine case cover so the whole basket is exposed, timing belt's exposed. I didn't really want to cover anything up. I like the machine in its simplest form.
Yeah.
The headlight is 70s sort of fog light. I think the company is called YPAC. I've got the preload adjuster for the shock mounted over here on the side of the motor. And yeah, like the taillight is just a turned piece of brass with a little LED in there.
What about the seat? Where did that come from?
The seat is a Bates seat from the 70s. So like a Bates seat in a coffin tank, typically what you'd see like on a 70s chopper. but I wanted performance and I wanted sort of a vintage bobber look. But Ducatis are really what I'm familiar with, so it seemed appropriate for me to use a Ducati motor.
Awesome. I'll probably put some footage in of it, because we can't start it now, can we?
I mean, I could start it. I don't know, maybe should we ask somebody?
Yeah. Excuse me, mate.
Can we start it?
Can we start it? Is that
Do you think anyone will care if we'll start it for a second?
Just don't rev the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's the only thing that's sensitive about it.
All right.
Sounds pretty awesome. Yeah, pretty good. All right, what's next for this bike then? This is going on show, is it, with Smokehead?
Yeah, it's going to be taken to a bunch of like whiskey and bike shows. So that's the whole thing. It's just meant to get people's attention, and people who are interested in both things will just be like, oh, who's Smokehead, or who's built this Ducati? How did that happen?
Awesome.
So.
And what about you? Because normally your work is like a lot of servicing and repairs on, like I've seen your workshop, just lined up Ducatis, which is a beautiful thing. If you ever, like I say, watch that tour of the workshop if you're interested in that kind of thing. But custom builds, not as frequent that you do them. Have you got any others lined up?
No, not as frequent. Yeah, I'm going to be supercharging 900 Super Sport soon, which would be cool.
Okay, just casually mention that.
So that won't be like a frame build, bodywork build. But I've also got like an old 600 Super Sport. I'm going to try and make into like a 80s NCR looking Ducati. It'll be cool. That'll be some sheet metal shaping and stuff. So I've got some projects that are slightly smaller than this in line for next spring. But yeah, mostly the shop is like Ducati service and repair, which is what I'm really efficient at,
Awesome.
And that's what I like to do.
Cool. Well, like if you want to see those builds, I'll put a link to the Instagram for North Motorcycle in the description of the video, so go and check those out. You'll see all the stuff that Tyler gets up to in his workshop. Thanks very much, Tyler. And if you've got any questions about the build, put them in the comments below and I'll have a look, and maybe Tyler will jump in and answer some as well. And if you want to see more videos like this and you're new here, hit subscribe. I'll see you next time.
How did you get on your scrambler? How did you get on your scrambler?